Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, trader Steve here at Logic FX Trading, and welcome to our trading room summary on Thursday the 23rd of April 2020. Happy St. George's Day to any of our English friends. Guys, we're just going to start by looking through the markets. The Chinese market rose again yesterday and stalled around here. We'll have to see if it's going to break out or not. So far as the rest are concerned, I did call a drop from here. We are getting a push up on the Nikkei overnight, but I'm just wondering, is it a little setup before it drops? That's what I'm going to keep an eye on. Of course, you could go long on it. Maybe it's going to continue on up, but I'm looking for a deeper correction, guys, before I'm going to trade any of these long. The Aussie was a bit of a deeper pullback, guys. Yet again, we had this push up yesterday. Is that a setup for this to drop further? I honestly don't know today. I'm not entirely sure. The German dropped and then went sideways. Is that a setup to go short? What I'm probably going to do is wait to see if it goes short and then make up my mind whether I want to try and trade one of these down. I do think there should be some sort of move back down in these before looking to trade them long. They've all got this ominous top to them here, but sometimes when you get this, just looking at it, you get a push up, a pull back, and you kind of get that. Eventually you get a breakout off it, guys. And I don't know if that's what it is or not, but so I'm a little unsure today about these, so I'm probably not going to trade any of these today. Yet again with the pound, this dropped, but it did look corrective. It didn't look like it was going to drop any further. I can't find anyone with a big opinion today. Normally you get a lot of news articles where they're saying, oh, it's going to go short, it's going to go long. Doesn't seem to be a lot of opinion around at the moment, guys, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to have an off day with these. We'll see what they do. If they start to drop, I may take one, but if they just continue to creep long, I'm just going to stay out of them. See what happens when we get a double top here, whether we get a pullback off it or whether it continues on up. And obviously the S&P, same. This isn't definitely what's going to happen, guys. This is just an idea that often you get a push down, you get a zigzag, then it comes back down. It's an ABC in reverse, guys, and then the C can turn into be an impulsive move back up. So I'm just wondering if that's what we're going to get. If we got that and it came off again, I'd probably be a lot more excited about trying to trade these long. You seem to be stalling a little bit at the minute, folks. And the Dow Jones the same. Is that the start of a deeper pull down before it goes? I don't know the answer today, folks. Dollar is slowly but surely continuing to creep up. Basically said it was going to get to there, and then we'll make up our mind what's going to happen next. But with the Eurozone the way it is at the moment, they're in trouble over there, guys. I can't see this dropping anytime soon. So, you know, maybe this comes up a bit further, then it goes sideways for a while, or it may just continue to creep up, guys. I certainly wouldn't be trying to trade it short unless there's some big news story comes out. But remember, I was reading a comment in one of the social websites yesterday, and someone was wondering why the dollar was staying strong despite the fact that you know, the American economy is a bit of a mess. The interest rate's at zero. The markets are going long. Why is the dollar staying long? Clearly doesn't understand the ins and outs. Quickly, there's a thing called the dollar smile. Oops. Let's just do it more gently. Dollar smile. Dollar goes long when things are good in the US. And the dollar goes long when things are bad in the rest of the world. So it's a safe haven. And then the time the dollar drops is whenever things are bad in the US. Whenever the economy's not looking good, guys, the dollar drops. And when things are looking bad in the rest of the world, the dollar goes up because it's a safe haven. And when things are looking good in the US, obviously the dollar's up as well. That's a you know, a quick explanation of the reason why the dollar is staying strong and the reason why I'm saying that it should stay up and around here. And until we're out of this, and then maybe there's more damage done to the US economy than other economies, which I doubt that's going to happen, because the European economy is not looking good, folks. So that would be the only situation where I'd be saying, hey, we're looking for this to drop. So if that comes about, we'll look for it to drop. And when I say that, I'm talking about on a higher time scale, guys. That you'd be looking for something that was going to do that. Well, we're not looking for that at all. From a euro point of view, I was hoping this was going to push down a little bit more. Hasn't done so far, but I wouldn't be surprised if this pushed on down. Maybe it's just going to go down the same way DXY is going up. It may just go down like that, folks. But I can't see it going down. The target would probably be there, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, you could look at that and you could say that's a 1, that's a 2, and then it's going to go long. But I don't see the fundamental reason why that would happen, guys. Pound, not particularly looking strong at the moment either, so we'll probably see a push up in this. And sorry, wrong way round. Possibly you could see a bit more push down in this into that sort of area. If it got to there, then I'd be quite keen to start trading the pound long. Not necessarily against the dollar, guys, but I want to see a bit more downside to the pound, and then we'll look to trade it long. The Aussie's staying up there. The Aussie's quite strong at the minute. Let's just move on beyond these, because there's none of these I'm going to particularly try and trade. Oil's come off the bottom, folks, and I had a small trade on it yesterday, and I closed it this morning, and now I'm wishing I hadn't have, because it looks like this is going to creep on up. I got my stop to 0, and it was looking like it was going to stop me out, so I just took a small profit on it. But it looks like it might have been the wrong decision. Not expecting oil to go away up here somewhere, guys. I suspect that while we're trying to figure out what's going on with the world economy, oil will stay down here. It might be a little bit higher, but there'll be a range down here, and then eventually it'll come out. If you go back to oil, the last time it was at daily's not going to do it. The last time oil was at $10 a barrel, it bounced along in a range. So let's have a look at that. We're on the weekly now. We'll go back and look to see what happened the last time. See it there, guys? It stayed down there for years. 1987, the spike, and it was only around, even here it was around $10. Sorry, that was $13 there, which is what we're at the minute. And then it started to rise, guys. But I'm not expecting that anytime soon. We're not expecting it to get up to even where it was prior to the drop, up in around $60 a barrel for a long time. It could bounce along down here for a while, guys. So don't expect an impulsive move up. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oops. Sorry, hopefully you didn't see that. Oh yeah, can only record this. Euro, I'm looking for the euro to fall further, guys. Sorry, let's get out of the weekly. Let's get back into the 1 hour. Looking for this to fall. Obviously, that's not a good place to get involved, but I'm looking for more downside on the euro, especially against the likes of the Aussie. Aussie New Zealand continuing to climb. I would like to see a pullback of this potential double top. It's maybe not. It's maybe pushed on up a little bit. Nonetheless, you'd like to see a pullback here before trying to trade it long. And then oil. Oh, so we looked at oil. Oil, the likes of Norwegian. We've had a push up, but it's still within this downward move. We have to see, is this going to continue to up and then up and out of there? Hoping it does. That was the big drop. Up we come. Maybe she just bounces along here for a while with the oil price, but I'd like to see it coming off this low. CAD Swiss, same thing. Maybe it's going up and then it'll start to go sideways up here somewhere, guys. Maybe that's the top there. What else? CAD, ruble. With the oil price strengthening up, the only ruble I have on here is against the dollar, guys. I wouldn't suggest you trade it against the dollar. But there's a little pullback we've had on the ruble due to the oil price. But yet again, you can see what I've drawn here is that I'm not expecting the oil price to take off, and therefore suspect the ruble will hang around here. And if the dollar continues to get strong, then eventually this may come long, guys. But at the moment, I wouldn't bother trying to trade that. South Africa continuing to go long, or short, should I say. Dollar, South African rand continuing to go long. Expecting it to break that top. It may come off the top before it goes, but I'm expecting it to break it. South African economy is in a mess, guys. It's been downgraded recently, and it could go the way of Zimbabwe over a long, slow period of time, guys, in that the currency just gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So I never trade this short. I always wait for any pullbacks to finish, and then I try and trade it long. Okay, guys, that'll do us for today. Speak to you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.